Hi, Virgo. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. This is your bi weekly reading, tarot reading with Seer. Thanks for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, and those who have booked readings. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the donations and just, sharing my journey and me, yeah, allowing me to share yours. So it's really cool. So getting my energy back. Woo, 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 woo. It's like a psychic attacks, man. What the heck's up with that? So, we're going to start with the angels and ancestors because they always have something to say, right? This is going to be April 1st through the 15th, 2020. So, how's how's the shut-in thing going for you? Well, I rediscovered some crafts I want to do, so I get some stuff done. I'll show them to you. It might be fun. Checking it out. And I'd love to see yours. Okay, so we're going to start right here. We have Sage, be devoted and committed. So the Sage talks about not only being the student, but also the teacher. So you go through, it's like as you go through this fool's journey, right? You're the student and you go through the trials and tribulations, you go through the lessons and the long journey. You take what you need. See, the Sage has very little. He's got, the guy has a peacock feather and he's taking notes on a leaf, But so you take the lessons that you need along the way and you leave what no longer serves you. And that would change on a regular basis, right? What serves us and what we need to leave behind. Be devoted and committed to what you know is your own truth, regardless of what anybody says. You know what you know. Anyway, you would hold the space, be holding the space, because as a student, you will become the teacher, and then you might find that this is flipping back and forth quite often. Okay. All right, the next card is Air Guardian. And this is about shifting your perception. So there's a question on the table, okay? There's a decision that needs to be made. This is about a decision this week for everyone, this 2 weeks period. What does that mean? Well, we'll find out, right? Why do I need to make a decision? That's a question too. Why do you think you need to make the decision? Stop acting like a psychologist. Yeah, I know. It's kind of annoying, huh? But it's bringing the question back to the inquirer, right? Why do we need to shift our perception if we feel like we're unhappy? Well, not feel like, if we are unhappy. Okay. Why am I here? What decisions did I make to get here? What's a lesson here? And how can I optimize the situation? Next card. White Witch, be the light. So this is about like a shaman's journey, right? So it's, you may be getting downloads, like, yeah, psychic information, intuitive information. And so the owl is about knowledge. You may be receiving higher knowledge right now. I don't know how I know that, but I know that. Okay. And you may know more than many people. There's a butterfly on her hair, you see? Because she's recently, or she's in the process of transforming because of her journey, because of what she's been through. Part of that is shifting her perception. This card is not as is what it appears. Yes, you have knowledge and you are the light, but you can't be the light for other people if they're not willing to see it. So there's this thing about this card. It's a live and let live thing. Truth looks different to many people, and some people just aren't ready for the truth. Some people are. Some people are the ones that reveal their truth. But whatever you found out recently, many will not be prepared for it. So taking the high road instead of the hard road would be to allow them to discover it themselves, even if they got to make their own mistakes. They have to make their own mistakes. Better pronunciation. Okay. There's something about not engaging in that energy that will bring down your vibration. Allow them to, like, if you said something and somebody just took it and ran with it, ran with the statement, ran with a narrative, so to speak, and you know it's wrong, you know it is. So here's the thing: it's like the embodying the King of Swords energy. That's air energy, right? Shifting the air guardian, shifting your perception. The King of Swords, he knows what the truth is, and he doesn't have to push it on anybody. He knows. People don't want to see it. That's up to them. It's not his place to push it on anybody. But but as a white witch, understanding that you have more knowledge than many people, and you receive more information than many people, you'll go, ooh, I can see how that's going to go. And because as a sage and the student, as a sage, people will come to you when they want it, but most people don't want it. And that's really, it's kind of disturbing. But once you can embrace that, it'll be easier for you to understand that people have to learn in their own schedule. And maybe they have to go through A, B, and C the hard way, right? Not the high road, the hard road, when they could have taken the high road. But you can take the high road because you've been through the hard road. Telling me, lady. So there it is. Okay? Okay. So now we're going to talk about the decision. I have a little chart here. The little charts keep me on task, Heaven knows I need to stay on task. All right. So this is options, making a decision with option 1, option 2. 5 cards. So this is your motivation. I always have that Twilight Zone song from Golden Earring. It's been so weird lately. All right. Your motivation. Air Guardian also talks about taking another perspective. Shifting the perspective may be taking that 40,000 foot view, taking the view of the other person, taking the view of where their history, their family history is from. That might help a lot. All right. First card is your motivation. So the Magician reverse. So when the Magician comes out reversed, this is about somebody that, well, they got an agenda, and it's not honesty. It's deceptive. It's smokescreen. Not because they're just trying to distract you. It's because they got a dark agenda or self-serving agenda, or they're just plain lying, cheating, something like that. But it's more about an illusion that they want you to believe because it's a mask kind of thing, It's not the truth. And so it just might be the way they show up a lot. Oh, did I tell you I got a new puppy? She's so cute, but she's barking. I'm going to just take a second to have my daughter take her out to the potty. Be right back. Hey, thanks for waiting. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's gone. So, your motivation is, well, something about this self-serving energy that's motivating you to make a change. Or to ask the question, how do I change this? How do I keep from drawing this energy to myself over and over again, maybe, right? Okay. Okay, the next card is the ideal outcome. 6 of Cups, reverse. The ideal outcome. So 6 of Cups, reverse. It's an emotional card. It's just like a soulmate, or it's a happy past. A happy childhood. Ideal outcome would be to have a happy childhood. Interesting. So it's almost like if I had had a happy childhood, then I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't, if I had had a happy childhood, I wouldn't be drawing this energy towards me. But it kind of feels like a woulda, shoulda, coulda, if only. So that's something that we need to be a little bit careful about. Because it's not what actually is. Because now there's another way to look at this card. And that would be there was happiness in my childhood. Maybe not all of it, but there was. And there was good relationships and brothers and sisters and stuff like that. So not with only the if only. So maybe part of this, being the student and the teacher, is to pull out what is happy and leave the rest, right? To say, well, there were good things. And maybe my parents and family members and school members and church people were doing the best they can, but they were damaged. Okay? They were damaged, and maybe they had no idea what they were really doing, what the darkness was pushing them, or something like that, right? Because of the illusion they were in, because of the self-serving behavior they were in. So it would make sense if we're still drawing this energy and need to stop. How do we do that? How do I quit living in that energy when that's all I've known? Wow. Okay. Next card is your values. So the King of Wands reversed. So this is masculine energy. It's fire energy. It's somebody that's, well, they're run by passion, but in a dark way. So this could be your values. Okay, so if this is your values or somebody this is about, this would be King energy. So somebody that's powerful, but somebody that's not, I'm just going to say it, that like sexually not responsible. And that is completely driven by their sexuality or completely none. But no, I don't think so. Driven by their sexuality. Like no boundaries. Okay. And they won't listen to anybody and don't slow down long enough because they're too busy trying to put out that flame that is, wow, that cannot be quenched. If it's not sexual desire, it is, I don't know, it's like some kind of addiction, but it doesn't feel like it. Creative energy. Okay, the Wands is about creative energy. When it goes wrong, it's about either physical abuse or it's about sexuality. It just is. I mean, it could be something else, but as a reader, this is what's coming through right now. Okay, so your values. So is that all you've experienced? That all men or all people are that way and they're driven that way? No matter who or how good they or you try to be, you end up in the same place. And that's just not true. That's giving up. It ends up in the same place because we've allowed it to be there. Once we say no, 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 I don't care how many times you're going to bring that to me, I'm going to say no. Then it has the opportunity to change. But only then does it have the opportunity to change. If you decide not to play in the energy anymore or not to accept it. Okay? The next card this is your option number 1, likely outcome. This is the 9 of Pentacles. And this is really great. This is earth energy. Could be you, Virgo. But this is somebody that's single. They're not married. It could be an ex, the ex-wife. So now you're single. Now they're single. This is somebody who has been able to make it on their own, to build their own little empire. They have their property or not. They have a good job or not. But somehow they've managed to build their own stability financially. Yeah, like environment, home, job. You could even have kids. This could be the divorcee card, the ex card, anything like that. This is in your power, in your power. So this is like Many readers say this is like the pre-Empress card. This person is on their way to becoming the Empress. It would be all the queens in one and fertile, you know? Make anything, grow anything, create anything, okay? Option number 1, that's a good option. Second option, this card. This is Hierophant. So this is tradition. This is marriage. This is the way we've always done it. This is dogma. It is religion. It is politics. It is always, it's a structure. Doesn't mean it's bad, but it also can be spiritual guidance. So it can be spiritual guidance. Either way, the options are looking pretty good here. But what I would like to do is take each one and kind of dissect it. So we're going to take option number 1, option number 2, and take a quick look at those. So we're going to start with the 9 of Pentacles, of course. So I just got this puppy. I don't know why I got her. It was like me out in limb. I haven't had a dog in ages, but she was the kind of puppy I wanted for years, for a long time. And I wasn't looking for a puppy. Wasn't planning on having a dog. I have a couple cats, you know. Cats are so easy. And I'm at this show, and it was a rodeo, and these kids are running around with the puppy, and that was it. The next week, we went into, like, you can't leave your house, you can't go. So I'm kind of glad I got the puppy now. I kind of know why I was so compelled to get this puppy. I go, why am I getting this puppy? But she's been a great joy in this weirdness of what's happening right now. So anyway, it's just a fun little backstory. She's going to be a Frisbee puppy. She's already chasing the Frisbee. It's so funny. She's 9 weeks old. Anyway, her name is Venus. Let's look at the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, the star. Look at this. The 9 of Pentacles is finding your own security. Okay. It's being independent, making your own way, your own financial success, and your own financial abundance. Okay. But what's the information on this? What are the details? Well, this is following your own star, following your North Node, your life's purpose. Isn't that beautiful? Following your life's purpose, having hope, opportunity. This is Aquarian energy. Okay. Tickly nose. Okay, and this is also your card. This is being in your power as a hermit, as Virgo. So this is how do I get there? How do I proceed? Well, this would be living your dreams, finding out your dreams and going towards them, thinking them out carefully though. Is this my dream or is this somebody else's dream? Let's think about that magician energy that's reversed. Whose dream have you been living? Wow. What did they tell you as a kid would make you happy? That's the other thing. So your values may be based on this abusive person that kind of shoved it down your throat with manipulation. Okay. Sorry, that didn't sound good. That forced their values on you. So your values are their values. So it's time to get back to, what does Virgo want? What makes Virgo happy? What is your passion? What is it you always wanted to do? Look at the details carefully and start a plan. It's really amazing. I like it. Let's get one more card. King of Cups. This is awesome. So this is masculine energy. That doesn't mean somebody's going to come in to save the day. But let me just explain what this is. So the King of Cups, because this side here is about you saving your day, you saving your life, you building your life. Nobody giving their power away. It's coming to the table with our power and some, okay? With our power and power of our angels, ancestors, and spirit, universe, our guides. You know, that kind of thing. Okay, the creative force that we do with, the force that we create with God and the universe. Okay. So King of Cups is about, well, this is masculine energy. It's water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That was weird. And masculine energy, this is somebody that really has their emotions in check. They don't seem like they're very emotional, but they are. They run really deep, and they can't just willy-nilly show them off to people. So this person has their emotions kind of undercover, real stoic, but it doesn't mean that they're not emotional, okay? This is somebody that weighs their words and actions carefully, okay? This is somebody that has their emotions in check. So this is the other thing. While you're in the hermit mode, while you're reviewing and deciding what it is, trying to figure out what's your North Star, what's going to make you happy, this is the energy to move forward in, okay? To move forward in. Stable emotion. So I'm hearing like, look for the things that caught you off balance. Review some of the things that went sideways on you. When did you find out? When did you see a glimpse? And what could you have done? And how early? And it is about a relationship because it's like a warning. Because as you build this abundant life that you were going to build, there will be energies that will come in to thwart it. I love that word, thwart. Yeah, but there will be. So you be in this energy. You can be loving, you can be caring, you can be considerate, but you can say, it's like holding part of yourself back. Here's an example. I'm really excited about this offer, and it just makes me so happy to think about it. But in the event that it is not all true, I'm going to hold myself back and know that there are other options if something, because it might seem too good to be true. So I'm not going to put all my eggs and my emotional eggs in that basket, no matter if it's a job, an opportunity, a person, whatever. So there's always a chance of disappointment anywhere. So no disappointment can catch me off guard because I know that going in, and I remember that. Okay. That's not losing yourself, giving away your power. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So we're going to look at the Hierophant now. You should know that the Hierophant is a Taurus energy. Doesn't have to be, but it is. They like things the same way over and over and over. They can be stagnant, but they are very bullheaded regarding change. Old way is the best way. Is it? Virgo, you are adaptable. Like there's Pisces, Virgo, and Gemini that are adaptable signs. So that doesn't really work with you too well, does it? Okay, so here's the Hierophant. Here's the Queen of Cups. Interesting. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. What's really interesting over here is this energy here brings out somebody that's more emotional. But somebody that's not, Queen of Cups is a great energy because it's feminine energy, So maybe I'm talking to the guys and the girls. You can see what you think about that. But, so this is as a Taurus, it represents Taurus. Taurus is like the perfect father. He's like one of the best signs for stability if they're on the good side. But everybody has a good and bad side. If they're not, but this is upright, so it's a good thing. But can still be dogma, an inability to change the systems, or inability to change the relationship, inability to see things any other way, even when it's upright, okay? So Queen of Cups is, this is somebody that knows her love. She understands what she has to give to somebody else. But she also wears her heart on her sleeve. So, but she is in her power and her emotions are balanced. But the difference between the King and Queen of Cups is that the Queen is she's a more receptive energy. You know, she's the king. You're kind of going to have to prove it to him, although he's not going to chase after you. The queen won't either. But she's more open emotionally. And you can feel it more. But men aren't always as emotional as women, so you see how that works there, right? Next card here is a Five of Wands. The Five of Wands, there's turmoil here. There's feeling, I think, I'm more emotionally vulnerable over here. There's turmoil over here. Why is there turmoil? Because of the redundancy and the way things have always been. So this is, the option number 2 is to keep things the way they've always been, and then you'll receive the same chaos and the same competition. Same people talking in the ears, same people trying to tell others what to do. Same people with their 2 cents in. And the same celebrations with third party possibly and overindulgence. Okay, the overindulgence, drinking, partying, stuff like this. And it sounds all great, doesn't it? Because it's nice and safe. It's the way we always done it. But was that the way we've always done it? But was that the best way? Was it? As a Queen of Cups, I need to tell you this. She's like the perfect hostess, okay? She's all, oh, I'm the perfect hostess. And maybe this is a person that really knows how to throw a party, you see? Here it is. She knows how to celebrate. But there's chaos in this. There's chaos with continuing to do things the same way. And that is the challenge here. Do I stay in the chaos of doing things the same way and getting what I've always gotten? Or do I change it and really go inside and follow my life's purpose? Follow the things that make me the most happy. It seems like a risk, but if it is your life's purpose and it would make you most happy, then you would need to do that for yourself. But listen, it's also for everybody that knows you and loves you, and even those who don't love you, because it teaches them how to do it. As a sage, what are you committed to? Are you committed to a better life? A better family? Healing for your kids? For yourself, therefore others? You have to lead by example. That's all there is. Otherwise, it's just all lip service, right? That's the other point of view, okay? That's allowing people to do what they're going to do, have their parties, whatever, but I got other things I want. I got to make my wishes come true here, you know? So, very cool. I like it. Okay, I'll do one more card because we're already up to 28 minutes. It takes a while to upload otherwise. All right, here we go, Virgo. Golden Solar Angel. Embrace enlightenment. This is part of your journey, is following your North Star, your higher purpose, your calling, so to speak, and your enlightenment. This is the point where we start to rise above other things and see why things happen, how it happened, and why we're here. So, love you so much. You guys are amazing. Virgo is one of my favorite signs. So take care, you guys. I'll talk to you soon.